So welcome back to the second update on the Honda Civic. Just getting it ready for the track day. And before I get started, you've seen it in my videos. If you're ever curious what this shape is on my car, it's our car club, the Canyon Carvers here in Minnesota. And then here's another decal on my Mazda Miata, the Canyon Carvers. I am getting my ED6 Civic prep and ready for track day on July 3rd. My friend and I, we all rented a racetrack in Iowa, I29 Speedway, just for a little shakedown, test and tune, friendly competition. It'll be the 10 of us. So here I am, just changing fluids, double checking everything, making sure everything is nice and tight on the suspension. And we'll see how this car performs out there. And hopefully this D15B1 will be able to handle all the torture that it will be facing pretty soon here. I just hope that it will survive the track day and still be able to get back home, and I'll still be able to enjoy for the rest of the summer before my son and I start prepping it for the better engine. So I'm not expecting anything magical out of this engine at the racetrack, but we'll see how the car performs with the suspension upgrade, brake pads upgrade. We'll see. And this year the Miata was set out this track day. It's always served me well in the racetrack, never failed me. But this year, it's gonna take a little break. The oil type I'll be using, Lucas 530. It's conventional. It's just a D15, so I'm not gonna use anything synthetic. But hopefully this will do well. So this is what I'm using. Alright, the old oil is drained. It's got a new filter, new drain plug gasket. And for the transmission, I will be using the Honda transmission fluid. Alright, got me a Momo steering wheel. The size is 350. This will be going onto the Civic. Got the hub, the lock, and I've already installed the detachable part already. So let's put it on and see how it looks.
Hello, so this is the steering wheel. I got the color yellow because his ocean's blue and this is yellow, so which makes a spoon color. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know how to put it in and lock it in. My dad showed me a little bit. If you guys don't know, just give it a turn, you just take it off. You just put it in. And I'll show you the fire extinguisher. Since my dad's Miata, it's like a grenade pin. Ocean's very different. You just gotta pull this red thing right here. And you take it out, it shoots out powder instead of water. It's really difficult to put it back in. You just put it back in. Gotta make sure. And yeah, that's it. Those are the two things that my dad added.
Alright, so tomorrow we are leaving to Iowa, to Pacific Junction for the racetrack. Tonight I'm just sort of looking at everything, making sure everything's all good. We're slightly packing some stuff in it, and we are going to drive this car over to my nephew's house tomorrow. And we are going to put on a trailer just in case. So I'm gonna pack plenty of tools, fluids, and we'll see how this car performs on a racetrack. And I want to give big thanks to my nephew Chu, who was very kind enough to let me borrow his truck and trailer to tow this out to Iowa.
The Civic is all done. It took a while to put on the trailer, but it was worth it. It took 3 men to put it on, but it works. Now it just looks cool.
All right, now it's all loaded up. We are ready for track day on Thursday. We'll be driving out to Iowa, Pacific Junction at I29 Speedway. All right, the Canyon Carver is all loaded up. We met here at Brunzo Toyota. That's where I work. And here are the drivers. I think we are ready to roll out pretty soon here. It's one of the drivers. Civic. All right. We're just filling out right now. Alright, today's the day. It is track day. Everyone's getting ready to go. Here's the whole Canyon Carvers. We are ready to head out.
That's your front rear brake down. No, he probably. I've got no clue. Oh man.
Here we go. All right, we are here, and they've already started the first session. Eric and his Cressida and Cole and his GR Corolla are already out, but my son and I are going out. We'll see how we do. So this engine survived the racetrack event. Just did an oil change, cleaned up everything. It did good. It didn't break down, and I am pleased. Alright, it's been a couple of days after the track event. I just want to talk a little bit about Ocean, and this car is a blast. I've never had so much fun in a front wheel drive car at the track. I've owned an '89 Toyota Celica back in my younger years, but I only took it to the drag strip, but not on the road course. But man, this is a very fun experience. Again, I've never raced front wheel drive platform at the racetrack because all I've ever been racing with are FR layout. But this car it feels very neutral. I think because it's underpowered, so. But overall, it handles very well. It's very fun, very nimble. Such a joy to drive this car. And I'm really impressed on how well it did out there. And it's just a fun little car. Everything's put back together again, new fluid. The lip fell off the racetrack. My friend went off wheel. He went full wheel off the road, off the track, but it was nothing major. I think he just went through some height, some tall grass, just took out the lip. But overall, I mean, the car's fine. Could have been worse. But I think my friend Charlie, he also really enjoyed driving this car, racing it. And he's been racing and driving front wheel drive car for a very long time. So his feedback was also very important because he knows his front wheel drive car, and I think my son and I did okay on this car. The alignment, suspension build, brakes, tires, yeah, such a joy. Love this car. So hopefully by next year, my son and I will hopefully we save enough money for a motor swap. I'm still undecided on which engine I'm gonna go with. I'm kind of nostalgia, so still kind of stuck in the B series world. Everyone say to K swap it, but I don't know. I mean, it's great. The K's engine is great, but I don't know. I think I'm a little bit nostalgic, so I might go with the B series. We'll see. We'll see how deep my pocket is, and I don't have a deep pocket, so we will update as we go. Just want to talk a little bit about this car, about how fun it's been. So